Okay, well, I'm gonna...
You see that little ponytail just sort of swishing in the breeze, like, infuriatingly?
I'm gonna tar him presence and make him stop.
All right. Roll.
Gosh, I hope I'm gonna make him stop. 8.
8. Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not terrible.
What do you get? On a hit, they choose. They do it following your order or heeding your warning. They freeze. They back away hands where you can see them. They attack you.
Yeah, on a 10 plus, I get a forward.
He turns around. He looks at you. You're kind of around the corner from everybody else. And he says, Emberly, looks like you and Eli are on the way out. And he pumps his shotgun and points it in your face. Points it towards you. It pulls the trigger.
Damn it, I was just going to say I'm going to shotgun him in the leg. But now I'm just going to shotgun him because I don't care where it hits him. He just shot at me.
Are you just taking his shot and
no? I want to
returning
dodge
your own?
that shit. Is there a way for me to dodge that?
If you want to dodge it, then you've got to act under fire.
Sure, this is gonna
and
be
you
bad.
won't get to attack right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna let him just hit me. Oh gosh, I hate this. But at least I get another XP bubble, which puts me at 1.
Mm.
And I already know what I want for my next ability if I can get it.
Acting under fire.
7.
Yeah. Okay. 7. So, flinch, hesitate, or stall. Okay, Emberly. You can get clear of his blast if you're fast enough, but it's going to mean dropping your shotgun and letting him get away. If you want to keep your shotgun and take a shot at him, then you're going to have to eat the damage.
Where is this shot coming to? Like, going to?
It's just sort of, it's a shotgun, right? It's not entirely accurate. You will suffer 1 less harm for your dodge attempt.
You're already
if
at
you
9
decide
though,
to
aren't
eat
you?
You're already at
if you
9.
decide to eat the shot.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you're going to have disfigurement.
Oh man, I guess I'll dodge it.
All right. So you see him turning and pumping his shotgun. As he's aiming it in your direction, you drop your shotgun and do like this scrambling mad dive over behind a couple cars. And you hear this incredibly loud boom and clang as shot goes flying all over these cars. A couple of the panels right around you get punched straight through by the shot, but you manage to avoid taking any damage. When you poke your head around the corner, Look is nowhere to be seen. So, Eli, what's up
Evan.
with you?
Why do you keep
Or
calling
Evan.
him Eli? He always messed me up.
Why would I ever call djWHEAT Eli? Oh my God. Not a good plan.
I mean, I'm gonna confront Eli.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eli is saying, "What the fuck is going on?"
And I'm saying, what the fuck is going on, Eli? Like, these guys jumped me. Here's what happened is Bubba got taken for all of his stuff last night by this Fleece and this Look character. Okay,
I heard about that.
I tried to help Bubba, got him a sheet from Kettle, was actually coming to, talk to you and Emberly to find out who these guys were, what we could do to resolve the situation, when suddenly we see these guys burning Bubba's shit in the middle of the square. I simply approached these guys. They had the shotguns out. They were ready to go, and they attacked me.
Yeah, Fleece interjects. He says, that beast fucker had magazines full of animals. Dirty magazines. It's not natural, Eli. We don't need his kind in town. And Eli says, stop. God damn it. All right, listen. Fleece, Evan, both of you are going in quarantine until I can sort this shit out. Dremmer, take Bubba to Kettle. He needs some tension. You gonna take that, Evan?
And put me in quarantine?
Yeah.
Eli, we've got much more important things to worry about than fucking some stupid petty shit happening here in town square. You had a meeting this morning about the lack of gasoline, and suddenly some guy burns a fucking animal porn mag, and this whole place goes to shit. I'm not going in quarantine because we have a lot more pressing issues to take care of.
Eli gets up in your face and he says, you're right, Evan. We do have some fucking real issues to take care of. And you can smell he's He's been drinking a little bit. It sounds like he's not entirely calm. He says, I came out here this morning trying to find Fleece. I just wanted to talk to him. I wanted to see what the fuck was up with his gambling, because word came to me that he'd been cheating. Maybe he stole some shit from Bubba. Now I come down here, I find out you've taken shit into your own hands. You need to cool your jets, asshole.
Shit. Maybe you didn't see the 20 guys on top of me. I think you, Eli, need to realize that we are actually after the same individual. So put down the bottle.
He puts his hand to his head and he says, Evan, I need you to go get into quarantine before some real bad shit happens. And if you can do that for me, Evan, then I promise you, we will get to the bottom of this. And maybe you're right. Maybe everything is just as you said. Maybe it's Fleece right here. Fleece and that asshole Look, who, by the way, Amberly, you were right. I was wrong. Look's an asshole. And he like turns around and he says, God fucking damn it, that fucking woman. She's fucking right. And he turns back to you. He says, now, I'm having a real bad morning, Evan. So would you please cooperate with me?
Eli, I don't think Emberly would agree with this.
Evan steps back. He says, boys, go get Evan. And like a couple of them sort of look at him for a second, and then they go running towards you. What do you do?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stand there.
All right. Yeah. A couple of guys, like, they get up towards you. A couple of them have baseball bats. A couple of them has, broken glass bottles. One of them grabs your arms and like forces them behind your back.
And while this happens, I just kind of like look up at Eli and I say, Eli, as a man who knows when a man's in a proper state of mind, I know you're not in a proper state of mind. So I'm going into quarantine. But you, sir, will regret this decision. And I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys, they carry you off. They relieve you of your weaponry. They slam you in quarantine. You hear Fleece come walking up outside, and he's making a big deal out of it. He's like, don't you worry, Eli. I'm going willingly. I'm cooperating. This isn't a big deal. It was all just a big misunderstanding. Eli says, shut the fuck up. And he closes. Clang. You hear the door next door to you just like slam shut. You hear Eli sort of put his hand to his head. He says, holy shit. What the hell is wrong with this place? I need a drink. So,
it's the last thing you need.
Emberly, what are you doing?
Have I made my way back to where they're at now? Well, I mean, I'm gonna grab my shotgun. I'm gonna try to like regather my shit and then head back to.
You can make your way back to the marketplace in time to see Evan and Fleece get escorted off towards quarantine.
All right, I come back and I'm like, well, first of all, is Bubba still on the ground?
No, Bubba's been carried off by Dremmer to go off to Kettle's place.
Okay, phew. I was like, man. All right, I'm gonna come back and be like, Eli, I couldn't catch him. He got away. I mean, I could have, but I probably would have got shot and it would have not been good. But I can't find Look.
Who? Sorry, you're talking to Eli.
Yeah.
Eli turns around. He says, "Oh God, look, Emberly, I'm sorry. You were right. That guy's an asshole. Fleece isn't usually like that. He's one of our most trusted bodyguards. He's been manning our walls for probably 9 or 10 months now.
He's just,
Yeah. What do we think
he's the wrong people?
Is he still in town?
I don't know. The last time I saw him was where was he at?
Back by the marketplace. Yeah, I saw him walking away. All right. Well, tell you what.
He tried to take me out.
What?
Yeah, he fucking shot at me with his shotgun.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that going around these days. Okay. Yeah, we'll put together a posse this evening. See if we can't go find Look. But I mean, if he's a smart man, he won't be in a paradise anymore. So we'll take a look around.
We have another situation, Eli.
Yeah, I thought you were going to mention that. You're talking about Matilda, right?
Yeah. Where did she come from? And we don't know who else she's touched.
You think she's infected?
Definitely. Did you not see what was going down?
Well, it all got a little crazy, right? Maybe she was just part of the gang. I don't know.
Dude, she was foaming at the mouth.
It's just wishful thinking. All right, look, her corpse is still out there, right? We need to bring that shit to Kettle's, get it sorted. Dremmer's taken Bubba there, so he's probably getting patched up now. I don't know if she has enough supplies for another test, though.
Probably
you know
not.
what? I think I'm going to have to call the nomads in. I think we got to make some trades. I think we're really hurting for some stuff. You think it'll be okay?
I don't know if that's the best choice. I mean, are we not going to go with the raid that we were planning?
Do we have time? When were you going to go?
I mean, as soon as we could. But this is just madness that just went down. You're right. Maybe we don't have time. Maybe the nomads is the right decision.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll set off the alarm, and they should drive up sometime within the next couple days. All right, Emberly, I'm going to go... you know what? Do you want to come back to my place?
You need to get some rest, I think. And
Yeah,
put down the alcohol, man.
Yeah, of course. And he sort of shakes his head.
Yeah, of course, me. And I give him a look.
Yeah, he waves his hand. He says, yeah. Look, I'll toss the bottles. I don't need
I'll stop by later.
Okay.
And
yeah, I'll see you in a few.
I'm gonna go over to Kettle and check out
Cool.
Mr. Bubba, make sure he's okay.
So, Bubba, you're awake now, and Kettle's got this needle that she's just like stabbing into you over and over. You wake up to her saying, "Now, Bubba, you better quit your belly aching." Now, Twice, would you hand me that right? Yeah, thank you. Very good. And you just settle down. You got yourself in a real bad spot. Now, you sit right still. Stab. And it hurts. Like, she obviously didn't give you any pain meds. I mean, you were already out anyway.
Sure.
What are you doing?
I guess I kind of like tilt my head to Twice, and I look at Twice, and I'm just like, Twice, come here.
And like, she goes, "Oh, Bubba!" And she like leans forward, and like her blanket falls completely off, and she's like completely nude.
I'm like,
and she's
beckoning
like,
her to come up because I can't like audibly make a loud noise, so I have to whisper it into her ear.
Yeah, like she, her entire back is like red and burnt, but her front is mighty fine looking, Bubba. If you're into that kind of thing.
Okay. I like get her real close to my ear, and I'm just like, Twice. It ain't easy being cheesy, baby.
Twice sits up, she slaps you. She says, "Bubba," it's like just a little play slap. She says, "This ain't no time for silly talk. Now you hold still now." And like Kettle says, "Twice, honey, you gotta get a grip on that blanket. What if Fuse came in right now?" And Twice sort of blushes. He says, "Yes, ma'am." She picks it back up, cinches it around her, and Kettle says, "Now, get me that strap right there, and you tie it off right around here. Yep, just like that." And like Twice just like winches this strap in place around your arm, and it burns like the fire. Okay. And Kettle picks up a narco stab, and she says, "Well, Bubba, seeing as how you're awake now, looks like I gotta waste me one of these on your dumb
Don't do
ass."
it, Kettle.
She stabs you in like the left pectoral.
Can I grab it with my hand and like take it out?
And you like grab her hand with your hand.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, Bubba, I didn't know you were so gentle." And like you're like trying to grab, but like you feel this incredible warmth just like wash over your entire body. And like, oh my God, like all of the weight of the world just like lifted off your shoulders. It's amazing.
I guess I just kind of like fade into into whatever.
Embrace it, Bubba.
Yeah, I embrace it.
And you hear like these chimes and this music ring, and like the bell curtain at the door gets pushed open, and like this beautiful woman walks in, and she's like tall and like, Emberly, would you describe what you look like again so that we all get a good picture?
Man, I actually haven't looked at that in a while. Yeah, she's kind of average actually. But she's tall. She's kind of like sweet face. She's like well toned. You know, she's buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Got
like
green eyes, calm.
This like Grecian goddess walks in, and her body is made out of like chiseled marble, Bubba. Her face is like the face of an angel, and the light is like surrounding her like a halo. What are you doing, Emberly?
I'm just coming in there to check up on. Well, I mean, I just walked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you were going to Kettle's to check up on Bubba and...
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd just walk in, but I guess if she's busy or whatever. I just walk in, I'm like, how's he doing to Kettle?
Yeah, Kettle turns around. She says, well, he woke back up, so which meant he started fighting a little bit, but I narco-stabbed him. He should be a little bit happy for a while now. What the hell happened out there, Emberly? What the hell's going on in town? I haven't seen it this bad in a long time.
I kind of like point out that I just got kind of a little stabbed. I still have the
the
car
thing
piece
hanging
in
out
my
of your body armor. Yeah, awesome.
Out of my body armor. I'm like,
she like yanks it out. It's like, what the fuck is this?
And I'm like, and just, can you believe all of this over a bunch of dirty mags?
Dirty mags? Really? God, these boys. I swear. Yeah, well, Bubba's gonna be fine. Twice is healing pretty well. She's really taking a shine to Bubba. Don't you tell Fuse about that, none. I'm sure she'll snap out of it pretty soon.
Well, we kind of already knew that was coming. It's looking like we might not get the raid that we were trying to, you know, make happen due to what just happened this morning.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to do some dealings with the nomads. Try to get some more supplies for you.
Well, yeah, I can't really recommend you go riding out with these crew. Say, where's Evan?
Actually, I think he got quarantined.
Quarantined?
Yeah. No,
Does he
don't
need
worry.
me to see him?
No, don't worry. Nothing like that. It's I think, you know, Eli just wants him to calm down.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
God Christ. I think a number of us would like Evan to just calm the fuck down.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wasn't even me.
All right.
All I wanted to do was a magic trick.
I don't
That's
know
it.
if he was fully to blame for this, you know, Fleece and his gambling, and we're his cheating. So we have more problems than just that. But apparently, this is the kind of shit that they're fighting over.
Yeah, well, that's just lovely, isn't it?
It's the
All
worst
right.
when you have, you know, your people are just beating each other, and you're sitting here having to take care of them, wasting our supplies on this bullshit, when what we should be doing is, I mean, we don't want to be dealing with that, but infected is what we should be using these against, not our own people. It's ridiculous.
Kettle looks at you over her glasses. She says, honey, I absolutely agree.
So while
Now-
she's taking care of me, I do want to kind of like fidget with my bracelet a little bit because I'm getting
Okay.
a little nervous. But you can go on with whatever you were planning to.
Well, why don't we take a look at your opening your brain?
All right. It's probably going to be a terrible roll again.
Oh my.
14. Nice.
Oh my God.
Crushed it.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Okay.
The
Perils
double
of the
six
war.
gods.
Ha ha ha. What new information can I give you about the situation? Okay, you sit there and Kettle says, now, sweetie, I'm going to give you just a little something to take the edge off the pain. Not an narco stab, nothing too strong, but this should help you a little bit. You look like you're pretty tough right now. Here, take this. And she takes a small syringe, taps it a couple times, pulls some measure of liquid out of a little tiny glass jar, sticks it in your arm, sticks it in you. And as you're fiddling with your bracelet, trying to focus, like this incredible coolness washes over you. And you see incredibly clearly, like, you see it's a starry night, and it's cool outside, and paradise is well lit with a number of well-controlled sort of celebratory bonfires, and it looks like there's like a big party going on in the middle of town, and your vision sort of swoops in over this party, and it looks like almost all of town is there, and they're dancing and singing and laughing and eating, and Eli steps up to sort of like a car that's been turned into a podium of sorts, and he stands on top and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen of paradise," and like everybody sort of cheers and yells, and Eli's like, he sort of flips his ponytail back and he says, "We have finally freed ourselves from the tyranny of our previous leader." And Fuse steps up next to him, and like he's wearing this suit, and like you see like this engine rumbling on his back, and your vision like zooms really close in on the engine, and it's got like this engraved scratching on it that says Lambo. And you look back up to Eli, only it's not Eli, it's Look. And the crane is swinging overhead, and there's like this cage that's like over the fire, and Eli is in there, and like you see someone else, and there's this woman in there, and then you snap out of it.
All right.
And like,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. If you're gonna stay with Emberly.
Yeah, I need to find out something more about Emberly. Like, what was the time in your life that was, like, when you were the most scared that you wouldn't make it?
All right. I would say a while back we had another one of our raids that we went on, and I was trying to be kind of a hero, and like I always am. And this time it kind of bit me in the butt, and this is when I started trying to not be a hero, right? Like I tried to be less of a hero and play it a little bit smarter. And I got myself into a couple situations where I almost became infected.
Like, did you ever test positive? Did they like treat you back down from the brink?
No.
Okay.
But it was close.
So you managed to fight it off a couple of times, but
Yeah.
it was too scary. Okay. Okay, Bubba, what's up?
Well, I guess I like react to this person walking in. I don't know, like I don't recognize it's Emberly, right?
No.
So I'm just I'm like looking around, kind of dazed because I'm on this narco stick or whatever you called it, and I'm just like, Lord Junior. Is that you? I thought you were a man.
Yeah, and like this like beautiful woman turns and looks at you, and she says, "Bubba, you ain't first anymore." And then like you sort of snap out of it, and it's Emberly, and she's like, "What are you looking at?" Like she's just giving you this look, like.
I'm like, what are you doing, Bubba?
I kind of, when I snap out of it, I like pick up my left arm, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, ugh. Then I like pick up my right arm, and I just see like this bone come into sight. I'm just like, oh God, oh God, oh God.
And Twice leaps forwards with this like wet cloth, and she like pushes it over like your mouth and nose, and she's like, "Shh, baby, shh, just calm down." And Bubba's like, and Kettle's like, "Twice, stop that." Twice leaps backwards.
I guess I just like, I just go back to sleep or like pass out from the news that I'm not first anymore.
Yeah, and as you fade into sleep, and Evan, as you sit alone in your cell as evening rises or as evening falls, and Emberly, as you sit talking with Kettle in the evening, all of you hear the klaxon of the siren go off, and you look out the windows in the cell bars, and you see the large red light spinning on top of the crane, signaling for help to come from the outside world. And why don't we take a 3-minute break?
Yep, sounds good. Yeah. Hour 2 over, 2 more hours, unless we all die in the next hour. We'll see. Of RollPlay R&D coming up. So thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you after the break.